Have you ever noticed your cat do something that felt strangely gentle, quiet, and almost emotional, but you were not sure what it meant? Maybe it sat near you without touching, followed you without asking for anything, or paused just long enough to make you wonder if there was a deeper message behind that moment. Most cat owners interpret these behaviors as simple habits, but many of them are actually emotional signals. Cats reveal trust through the smallest choices, often in ways so discreet that people go years without understanding what their cat is trying to say. Today, you will finally see what these hidden gestures mean and how they show a level of bonding far beyond physical affection. Some of these signs are so understated that once you learn to recognize them, you will start seeing your cat's emotional language everywhere. Let's explore the 7 behaviors that reveal when your cat is trying to bond with you emotionally and why each one carries so much meaning beneath the surface. The first behavior that shows your cat is trying to bond with you emotionally is when it quietly mirrors your calm routine. Most people imagine affection as something active, yet one of the clearest emotional signs appears when your cat adjusts its energy to match yours. If you settle into a quiet moment, sit down to focus, or simply unwind, and your cat chooses to enter the room and follow that same calm rhythm, this is a deliberate emotional alignment. Cats do not mirror the mood of just anyone. They reserve this behavior for the human who represents safety and emotional balance. A cat that lies near you with a relaxed spine, lowered shoulders, and slow breathing is expressing a deep level of trust. It is willing to share the same emotional climate without physical touch or direct interaction. An everyday example is when you sit on the couch thinking about your day and your cat slowly joins you, matching the atmosphere without making a sound. That quiet harmony is one of the clearest windows into a cat's emotional world.
The second behavior that shows your cat is trying to bond with you emotionally is when it shares silent observation moments with you. Cats engage in a unique form of companionship that does not involve touch or sound. When your cat settles somewhere in the room, only to watch you in a relaxed and gentle way, it is practicing a natural feline behavior reserved for those they trust. Sitting on a shelf, resting in a doorway, or positioning itself where it can observe you clearly, all indicate a deliberate emotional choice. This is how cats connect with members of their social group. They do not stare out of suspicion, they observe because they feel included in your rhythm. A simple example happens when you fold laundry, work on your computer, or move through your routine, and your cat remains nearby, following your movements with soft curiosity. It is not waiting for a reward. It is sharing quiet presence, which is one of the strongest emotional bonds a cat can offer. The third behavior that shows your cat is trying to bond with you emotionally is when it brings you quiet, non-hunting gifts. Not all gifts cats give are related to hunting. Emotionally bonded cats often bring small objects that hold meaning to them. A favorite toy, a piece of fabric they like, or something they carried from another room can become symbolic offerings. They represent your cat sharing something it values. When a cat drops a toy at your feet without asking for play, it is showing emotional trust. It is letting you into its personal world. This behavior may happen early in the morning or late at night when the house is calm. It is not meant to impress you. It is a simple, sincere gesture of connection.
The fourth behavior that shows your cat is trying to bond with you emotionally is when it chooses to rest near you without making physical contact. Cats protect their resting spaces carefully. They do not relax near someone unless they feel fully secure. When your cat settles close to you but avoids touching, it is not creating distance. It is showing emotional comfort in the purest form. This choice means your presence brings stability without overwhelming stimulation. You may lie down to relax and notice your cat choosing a spot at the foot of the bed or on the other end of the sofa. By giving itself enough space to stretch fully and rest calmly, your cat is expressing trust through independence. This is companionship shaped by safety, not dependency. The fifth behavior that shows your cat is trying to bond with you emotionally is when it initiates slow, deliberate check-ins throughout the day. Cats that feel emotionally connected will briefly appear, look at you, and leave without asking for anything. These quiet check-ins are important moments of reassurance. They allow the cat to confirm that everything is familiar and that the emotional atmosphere still feels right. This behavior belongs to cats that see you as a stable figure in their environment. They do not need touch to maintain the bond. The brief glance, the soft pause, and the calm departure all serve as emotional touch points. You might see this when you work on your laptop and your cat enters the room, watches you for a few seconds, and then walks out again with complete ease.
The sixth behavior that shows your cat is trying to bond with you emotionally is when it relaxes its guard around you in moments when it normally would not. Cats rarely expose their vulnerable side around people they do not trust. Grooming, stretching on their side, or resting with their belly slightly visible are all subtle signs that your cat sees you as part of a safe emotional space. These moments are not random. They reflect a conscious decision to lower defensive instincts. You may notice your cat grooming itself slowly in front of you, not because it needs cleaning, but because it is comfortable enough to let its guard down. You may see it lounging in a position that shows total relaxation. These are emotional signals disguised as simple habits. The seventh behavior that shows your cat is trying to bond with you emotionally is when it chooses you as a transition point between activities. Cats move through their day in short cycles, and emotionally bonded cats incorporate their owners into these cycles. Before leaving a room or heading to a new spot, your cat might pass by you, slow down for a second, and then continue. This brief pause is not hesitation, it is acknowledgement. When a cat uses you as part of its daily transitions, it is placing you at the center of its internal map. It is recognizing your presence as something stable and emotionally important. You may notice this when your cat seems to be on its way somewhere but detours briefly just to pass close to your legs or stop near you before continuing its path.
Taken together, these 7 behaviors reveal a type of bonding that many people overlook. Cats rarely express emotion through dramatic gestures. They prefer quiet signals, shared rhythms, and peaceful acknowledgments. If you have ever questioned whether your cat feels close to you, these signs show that emotional bonding in cats is real, subtle, and deeply meaningful. And by recognizing these quiet signals, you strengthen the connection your cat is already trying to build. Now that you understand how cats express emotional bonding through small, intentional behaviors, there is another layer to this relationship that most owners never explore. Cats also rely on specific comfort cues that come directly from you, and these cues can change how safe and supported your cat feels in your presence. There are simple comfort behaviors your cat silently hopes you will offer, and these subtle actions can create a deeper emotional environment than most people realize. Many owners overlook these comfort habits because they seem too understated. Yet for a cat, they make the difference between a house that feels predictable and a home that feels emotionally secure. These small actions help your cat relax, regulate stress, and build trust in a way verbal communication never could. When you understand the cues your cat is waiting for, you stop guessing what it needs and start interacting in the language it naturally responds to. If you want to uncover the 5 comfort behaviors your cat secretly wishes you would do, the ones that strengthen the emotional bond in ways most owners never try, click the video that just appeared on your screen and discover what your cat has been waiting for. I will see you in the next video.